guys, and welcome to Module 2. In Module 1, we just did a quick overview of what Nearpod is, some of the features that they have on there, and this module mainly covers exploration of the Nearpod platform. So I just want to kind of quickly do an overview of those different features, accessing Nearpod, making sure that we know what's available there. Now, my login will be different because it's through my personal account, but you guys can log in using your your district email. So I will go ahead and just click this icon because I just have it saved here. But otherwise, you would go to nearpod.com. Alright, so once I do that, because I'm already logged in, it will do so. If I needed to log out and go into a different account, then I can just click the icon here and go to log out to go to another account. Okay, so on this menu, in which you click the icon and you can change that, you see that camera icon here. I'm going to click lesson settings. Here is where if you needed to change some settings about what things look like for students, how students access the information they get through Nearpod, then you would do that here. So the basic settings like the student's name, you can change here. So if you wanted to autofill, so you didn't want them to necessarily choose their name, you just autofill it with their information, then you can click that option. You can also enable student notes. Okay. Immersive Reader is an accessibility setting so that if the students need any accommodation like text-to-speech, audio, language translation, any other things like that that support students learning, then you can put that option on. And that's available through the premium plan. Live participation is where you have the students on the computers while you are teaching them at the same time. And if you want to be able to click back and forth between student view and teacher view, then the option would be here, and then allowing to edit and resubmit answers that they give. That option is here as well. Student paste would be requiring the student responses and prevent skipping. If that's something that you want to do, you can click that option. Okay. If you want to be able to share quiz and multiple choice question results, there's the option there. And then being able to elaborate and being able to collaborate on the Collaborate board. Allow students to post on the Collaborate board during a student-paced lesson. So if it's a lesson that's not live and they're working on it on their own, then if you want them to still be able to collaborate, then you can click this option. And they will also be able to see posts from other students. And then as a teacher, you can moderate what they put. So you can say, hey, we're going to say it's okay for you to post this, or we're not going to approve or verify it. Okay, so to get back to the main website, I'm just going to click the Nearpod icon over here. So here you have your main screen. It goes automatically to my lessons. So these are lessons that I have done with my students. Now you see here, this is one that I've created. And then there's also ones that I've searched the library and used with my students. These are the current ones that I have with me. So you have the option of either creating your own lesson or exploring the Nearpod library. Another way to create, other than this button here, is this button down here. You drop down, you can create a lesson, you can create just a video, or an activity, or you can create lessons within Google Slides. So if you're more familiar with Google Slides, then using that feature will probably help. Okay, so then there's reports here. So anything that we have done and completed as a class, they give you a report of what you've done. So you would click it. So say I want to click Trail of Tears and look at the data from there. it tells me what they did on each part that is within the Nearpod presentation. They give you an overall summary, as well as looking at each part that they've done. Okay, so if maybe we decided to skip something because we didn't have enough time, you may see 0 there. But if they took the quiz, completed it, and they answered the questions, you can easily look at each question answered to take a grade if you want to. The poll here, there were those results, any open-ended question results. If they had to draw something, they would it would come up there. Even the responses in the Collaborate board will come up. And any questions within the interactive video, those things come up as well. You are able to download those results and or share it through email. Also, you have the Nearpod library, and again, it may look a little different in the district login. So these are all the different things that are available through Nearpod that you can search. You may have one that says a particular library specific to the district, other than just the overall library that Nearpod has. These may have been things that your district has curated and felt like it would be great resources for you to use. So the easiest thing is, if I'm looking for a particular thing, say I am teaching a lesson on pronouns and I want to find some information or a lesson, then I would type in pronouns. If you need to be more specific, you can. So, but here you have all the different Nearpod lessons that are available. Now, they could be activities, they could be just videos, they could be an entire full lesson that has a lot of those different interactive tools within it. But whatever you choose what's best for you. So once you find one that you like, say you want to use just the video to quickly review it, then you can click on it. You have the option to preview it. You can teach it, so you can put it in front of your class, whether you do live participation, self-paced, where they do this on their own as an assignment, or in front of class. So I would do live participation if this is something that you're teaching and haven't gone over yet. Student pace is if this is a review and you want to assess what they know. And then front of class, again, if you want to teach the concept to your students, but they don't have devices in front of them. Same thing with the actual full lessons. I will go to Nearpod library and type in what I'm looking for. Okay. So this one is specific to subject and object pronouns. So if you want to refine your search and be more specific, you can do it that way. Okay, so here you have, you can preview your slides, and then it tells you what things are in there. So you kind of can just click through and see what they have, the directions for what they have. They're reviewing some key information, and then they can create here where all they're doing is circling the subject pronouns in red and the object pronouns in blue. So the features here, you have your arrow, you have your pen where you can change the colors. And I know my coloring might be a little horrible. And then circle your subject and your object pronouns that way. So it even lets you practice using it. So if you would like to use this lesson, then you'll click add to my lessons. And once you add it to your lessons, it will show up on this page right here. Okay. at this time, I'm going to let you guys loose for a few minutes so that you can explore a lot of the features that are on Nearpod, so that you can kind of get a good feel for searching for different lessons. And then in Module 3, we'll look at reviewing how to create a lesson more specifically.